video games, entertainment, and pop culture right here on the Arena Productions Live.
And we are live for the Friday edition of the Arena Productions Live. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley Burleman Gaming, for Friday, September 1st, 2023. Yep. We are now in September. Burley, how you doing, man?
I'm good, but can you wake me when September ends?
Why? Oh, okay. So you want to go into hibernation and wait till October comes so you can play Spider-Man 2, right? Yeah, and all the big games coming in Broketober.
Yeah,
Broketober. Yeah,
Broketober. For the love of God, start getting in the super chats.
Yes, please. Super chat, super stickers, yeah. All, so super thanks, all that fun stuff. Yeah. But no, seriously, I mean, if you want to help support our content over here on the Arena Productions, so we do have memberships, and we also have super chat that you can get your chat messages highlighted, and then of course we will read them live and talk about them together, and then of course super thanks, super stickers, stuff like that. So if you want to support our content, please feel free to take advantage of those perks that we have. And just a little bit of a note here before we get into the stories for this Friday edition. The Arena Productions Live, of course, this show here is aired live weekdays, Monday through Fridays, from 4:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 12:30 p.m. British Summer Time, and over here in Japan, 8:30 p.m. So Monday through Fridays. So yeah, good stuff. If you cannot watch this live, of course, it will be up in the Arena Productions Live playlist that we have in video on demand here on the Arena Productions YouTube channel. So Burley, what are you doing this weekend, man?
Well, it is a long weekend here in Canada. We have the holiday of Monday off of Labor Day.
Oh, nice.
And the nice thing for me, because there was the holiday, I took the rest of the week, Tuesday through Friday. Actually, originally I was going to go on a trip, but inflation killed that. The nice thing is it gives me time to stream longer, play longer, finish up Sea of Stars, start up Starfield.
Wow.
But my weekends pretty much play some Sea of Stars when I can and other games. Also work on that Starfield stream loots deck. How about yourself?
I downloaded Starfield. I can't play it yet, and we're going to talk about that when we get to the Starfield segment of this show. But I'm probably going to play a little bit of Diablo. We've got the podcast, of course, and I guess we'll just mention that now until, because, we're going to be changing the times of the regular podcast. So the Arena Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast, our new start time on YouTube, here on the Arena Productions YouTube channel, on Friday night, starting tonight. So Friday nights, we will be recording live. So, of course, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, starting tonight for all of you in the West, out there in the U.S. and Canada. So, come and join us, episode 144 of the Arena Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast. We're going to be talking about RPGs, and is 2023 the biggest year for RPGs, and where are RPGs going to go after this year? So we're going to talk about that. Obviously, we're going to talk about Starfield and the reviews, and a lot of other stuff. So stay tuned for the Arena Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast coming up tonight. So out there in the US and Canada, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So good stuff. So the rest of the weekend though, Burley, just watching after Thomas, my cat. So hopefully he gets better. He's getting better little by little. He's getting better each day. So
glad to hear.
Just watching out for him. And then getting my streaming stuff and scenes all prepared for when I make the jump back into live streaming. And I was thinking of doing Diablo 4 first, but I figure by the time I get every single scene finished and everything ready, Starfield's going to be out on September 6th. So I might just change over and do Starfield instead. So we'll see. But I'm going to download Sea of Stars and play a little bit of that.
Oh yeah,
check that out. I'm going to download it tonight. So yeah. So download that tonight. And it's like on my Xbox Series X, like I have like 35 updates. You know, it's like, what do you gamers usually do? Do you just update only update the game that you're playing? Or if you have like 35 updates, do you update everything? Burley, what would you be doing? Would you just update the game you're playing?
Well, I'm of two mindsets of it. Like, if I know there are updates, like I check because I stream. So what I'll do is if I think or I hear stuff for updates, I will check on my lunch because I work from home. Turn on my console that I'm going to be streaming and going to be plugged into the capture card. See if there's any updates. Then let them run. Then if I don't see any, but I usually turn on my consoles and stuff a little bit before I stream, anyways, just in case any updates. Let it check.
Right.
But like on my Xbox, I put it on every so often, and I'll just, when I see a ton of updates, do them in the day while have the console turned on, just hit my TV or whatever monitor. If I've got a monitor plugged into one of my monitors, just let it sit there and do the updates as I'm doing stuff and get them all done. I like to get all the updates done.
Okay. Yeah. I was considering like letting everything update overnight, but here in this room that I do, the content creation, it's also the master bedroom, and I don't leave the air conditioning on at night when I'm sleeping. And the problem is it's still like 30 plus degrees outside, and with the Xbox on all night, downloading and updating everything,
the heat from that,
it's gonna get damn hot in here. So I just maybe just when I'm doing something else on the computer or something, I'll do it. But
you know what you should do? Put the PS4 beside it, get that jet and put on Ghost of Tsushima and get that jet engine. Great white noise machine.
Are you trying? Are you trying to cause me to have a fire here in the building? Yeah, that's what you're doing, right, Burley? You want me to get burned out of my place? Yeah.
No, I don't want you to.
All right, this is the Friday edition. So first, we're going to do the entertainment section, and then we're going to do the gaming section. So usually we do the gaming section first before we get into the entertainment, but we're going to switch it tonight or to this morning, wherever you are. So let's go ahead and get to the first story. So this is about, the top 11 new movies to stream this week. So Indy Jones is coming to the streaming services, Burley. So we're finally getting it. So I'll go ahead and put the link below to the story. This is from Tom's Guide. So I'm going to go through and show you a lot of the movies that are coming out. So we got Indy Jones. So The Dial of Destiny. So if you've only seen it once, you might want to give it another try on the streaming services. The Last Voyage. Go ahead, Burley.
I was gonna say, this is how I'm gonna see the movie. I'll be honest. I didn't run out to theaters for it. I'll eventually watch it when it's on. Like, you can buy it and rent it on Amazon right now. So, but I'll just wait for Disney Plus because it's eventually gonna come there soon.
Yeah, it's coming soon. Yeah. So, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. So that's another one. So that's coming out now. The Baker.
Good old Ron Perlman.
Yep, Ron Perlman, the action thriller. Yeah. So good stuff. The Boogeyman. Yeah. So another like horror. Looks like a Stephen King. Yeah. Horror film. Yeah. Okay. The Pod Generation. Oh, this is the one with Emilia Clarke in it. So I'm interested to see this one. So The Pod Generation. Operation Fortune. So Ruse de Guerre. Yeah. This one's for you, Burley. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem.
I highly recommend. I saw this film in theaters.
Yeah.
It is not a long film. It's like a little over an hour and a half. You're a Ninja Turtles fan?
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. The animation is very well done. It uses its time very well. The voice cast they picked very well. Like Jackie Chan is Splinter, and
nice.
It's got a lot. Like it's got a good talent in it that they've done. I can't wait to see what else they do with this.
Yeah,
for sequels.
Good stuff. Yeah, Hypnotic on Peacock. Yeah. So Ben Affleck. Yeah. He's not Batman anymore. So. Moving on Hulu. So Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin still together after all of these years.
Yeah, they keep just every time you see, like every 6 months, there's a movie with them together. Okay, like I get it, you're friends, you work well together.
Yeah,
and you have like how many shows on Netflix together? But it's like,
where's Dolly Parton? I mean, come on, she's got to get in there too, right?
Yeah,
good old 9 to 5, way back in the day. A Day and a Half on Netflix. So yeah,
I think this was one of the 2 movies on here I've never heard of. Day and a Half.
Well, it's a Swedish language thriller.
Sure.
So yeah. Perpetrator on Shudder.
This is the other.
Yeah, latest horror film offering from cult favorite director Jennifer Reeder. So yeah. So anyway, it's streaming from today. So on Shudder. So yeah. So anyway, I think probably the biggest one here, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I recommend the Pod Generation. I think this is going to be really good. With Amelia, and then of course Indy Jones. Yeah, if you haven't seen Dial of Destiny yet, watch it on the streaming services like Burley's going to do. It's good. I mean, it's not. It's better than. I'll just say this. I think it's better than Crystal Skull. So check it out, and it's going to be Harrison Ford's last stance as Indy Jones. So might as well give it a try if you haven't seen it already. So
yeah,
and it's going to be on Disney Plus. So so good stuff. So Shudder, I've never heard of that streaming service. Shudder.
I've heard of it. It hasn't, like, it's been around for a little while, not that long though, but I've never heard much good about it. It's one of just those many streaming services that is, I think, just going to be around for a little bit longer, and one of the bigger ones are just going to buy it and get the content library it has and buy it up.
Yep. And welcome on in, Dark Fairy. So thanks for being with us today. So, all right. So our next story, we're going to get to gaming stuff now. So for those of you waiting for the gaming stories, Saints Row developer Volition. So let me go ahead and get to that story here. So let me go ahead and get rid of this one and get to, yes. So yeah, this, I don't know if you thought this was a big surprise, and it was surprising to me in the sense that, and I'll go ahead and put the link to the story here below. So from The Verge, that this Saints Row is now one of the PS Plus games for September. And then all of a sudden Volition closes and shuts down for good. So now PS Plus is going to be, they're going to be branded as the service that brings games from developers that are closing shop.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'll go ahead and read a little bit of this for you. So this is from over at The Verge. So Volition, makers of Red Faction, so I remember that, and Saints Row is shutting down for good. The news was announced on the company's LinkedIn account at around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right after the reviews for Starfield went live. In the post, the company explained that the reason for Volition's closure was tied to parent company Embracer Group's new restructuring program. Quote, this past June, Embracer Group announced a restructuring program to strengthen Embracer and maintain its position as a leader in the video game industry, end quote. The announcement read, quote, as a part of that program, they evaluated strategic and operational goals and made the difficult decision to close Volition effective immediately, end quote. Back in June, Embracer Group announced this restructuring program after the news broke that a $2 billion investment deal with the company had fallen through. Though Embracer kept secret who was on the other side of the deal, Axios reported that it was none other than Savvy Games Group, the gaming arm of Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. As a result of the deal's failure, Embracer said that it would restructure the company, including pausing development on some games, reducing spending, and selling off or shutting down studios. Volition is seemingly the first such studio publicly impacted by Embracer's restructuring. Burley, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, sad to see in a sense, but at the same time, this wasn't a surprise to me. Like, they released around this time last year was that Saints Row remake, a reimagining of the first game, and it just, that game tanked. It did not do well. They lost a ton of money. Yeah. And like, this studio hasn't put out really anything big or any hits in a while.
Yeah.
Like, because I think Saints Row 4 was 2013. You had the Gat Out of Hell in 2015.
Right.
Agents of Mayhem, which I don't remember anything.
Oh, that was terrible. Agents of Mayhem, like a month after it released, it was dead.
Yeah.
I mean, so, I remember, you know, they were trying to promote it really heavily on live streams, and it just didn't work. It tanked.
Yeah, like their last couple games have not done well.
Yeah.
And like with Saint Row, the remake, they got rid of all the charm, all the stuff people liked of it.
Yeah.
I'm just using charm because we all know what you mean if you've played any of those Saints Row games and all the stuff you can do. Yeah. It, like, they lost what they wanted. They lost their luster. It's not surprised. Like, I know, I'm sure Embracer had some of this to do with it, and was like, no, you need to go this route. You need to go this route.
Yeah.
But they went the route, and unfortunately, it didn't do well for them. And yeah, you're getting swallowed in.
Well, this latest Saints Row game came out just a year ago. I mean, in August, right? You know, so
August 23rd of last year.
Amazing,
it tanked. I remember people at first were excited. They're like, "Oh my god, I love this series! It's finally coming back."
Yeah,
rebooted the first game. Oh, okay, let's go, because this is a Grand Theft Auto competitor. It's
right,
wacky and zany.
It's a wacky type of GTA.
But they're interesting, and I'm glad to see that. Like, it was like, okay, they're coming back.
Yeah,
they're going back to the well and re-going. And then when all this stuff came out, I was like, oh, they're not going to have any of this. They're changing all this. They're changing all that. They're getting rid of all the stuff people liked about the series, and then pushing certain messages and stuff. It just did not do well. People canceled pre-orders, and when people got it, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone either in chat or comments on the YouTube video, it did not come out well too. There were stuttering and problems and stuff. If I'm not
they were having issues with it. I remember.
So people that spent the money, people demanded refunds and stuff. So like, they didn't sell too many units, and word of mouth spread. Yeah, they're putting it on PS Plus for this month. It's just kind of funny, just icing on the cake a little of just like, this is not. This shows you, like, if you don't put out good hits, you're not going to last long in this industry. And maybe just a little word to anyone: you don't need to go big. Make small. If you're having a hard time doing stuff, make smaller digital download games.
Well, it depends on the genre, and it depends on what people want to play. I mean, I'm sure there was a group of people that wanted to play Saints Row and that were really highly into Saints Row. It's just that this last one just didn't appeal to them so much. Yeah. So, and with all the technical issues and everything else that came with it. But I mean, define a big hit. You know, it's a game that runs well. It's a game that people, a majority of people like to play. You know,
people that can't stop talking about it in a positive way, whenever they say the name, you say, like, if you mention Sea of Stars right now to me, my eyes are going to glow, and I'm just going to shut up. I won't shut up for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Me, I'm kind of well, Sea of Stars. I haven't played it yet, so I'm gonna try it. But
oh, I know you will, but
yeah. So yeah, but that's unfortunate for the people at Volition. So hopefully they can find some new work soon.
Well, they're getting put in, so I'm sure that like there are people there that have jobs.
Yeah.
For the really talented ones, I hope you can either, if you want to stay with like Embracer, stay in there. If you want to venture out, I hope you find something at work at other studios.
Yep. All right. Okay, Burley, let's get to Super Mario Brothers Wonder Direct.
Yep.
So we had a direct for Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and this is from over at Gematsu. So I'll go ahead and put the link below. And yeah, so Burley, take it away. So what did we see? I'll try to get some of the trailer footage up here. But
so yeah, we got like a 15-minute direct. This was
actually
a really
before we get into it, Burley. Sorry, I want to go over real quick. They also announced the Switch OLED model, the Mario Red Edition. So I'll go ahead and show you the pictures of this.
Yeah, this is what they ended the direct with, and this to me was lazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so from here, that looks like an ordinary Switch.
Yeah.
So the only difference on here, you're gonna see at the back, there's Mario at the back of the dock.
Yeah,
the Switch.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you scroll down to the next photo, that where you're plugging the cables and stuff in, coins. It's like you got it like Nintendo. Do you need help? They used to do really good on these consoles. Like I have the Zelda 3DS ones, and they were great. But for Mario,
coins.
Yeah. Think of all the coins you just spent.
In it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why is there nothing like the Joy-Cons? Nothing special about those. Those are just red Joy-Con.
Yeah. Well, it's red everything. That's all it is. It's just a Switch. It's still a Switch. It's just, a Mario branded Switch.
But if you're going to put a Mario branded one for your big Mario title in October, you'd think you take effort. Look at like the PS5 for Spider-Man. You can't. They put effort. They put design into it, and you can tell it's a Spider-Man PS5. This you couldn't tell if you didn't see the back of this. You can't tell that this is a Mario Switch, because
it's an OLED model. Ooh,
yeah,
it's an OLED model. So
yeah, I understand it's the OLED. That's nice and all, but like,
it's nice, but
Nintendo didn't even try here. I'm sorry, Nintendo put the bare effort here. This was not good. This.
Well, what Nintendo is thinking about is, how you always talk about, Burley, everybody that wants a Switch already has a Switch. Well, the people that don't have a Switch yet and have kids, they would love to have this as a birthday present or something like that. So boom, there you go. The coins, woohoo! It's like they got coins in it for the kids. So a lot of Shogakuseis, elementary school kids out here in Japan. Oh boy. They'd love this. So they know they're going to make a profit off of.
Oh, they're going to sell units. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like you can put they put efforts on some of the Pokemon ones and stuff. Like you didn't do it here. You couldn't put. Just it bothers me that.
Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and scroll back up and look at. Let me actually. I think it's down here. So, I'm just going to show I'm not going to show the trailer. I'm just going to show the images. And and go ahead and talk about well, we don't need to get into that with the viewers. So, but what did we see, Burley? So take it away.
So we saw in this, as we saw, you say the elephant power here, that like everyone turns into elephants. They show you the different characters we're getting in this, and just showing you like the elephants. One of the main mechanics of this game is you can, with the elephant, you go into water, fill it up the trunk with water, and you can use it to shoot water out. Because there's a cool thing with puzzles in this. You can find jars of water and stuff and chuck them at fire or chuck them at plants to make them grow and access new areas. So they're like Nintendo's actually doing some really interesting things with level designs here. They showed off. You get Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, 2 different Toads, Toadette, and Yoshi and Nabbit. They're bringing back Nabbit. from new Super Luigi U.
Speaking of Daisy, though, I want to get to that real quick because the director of this game, he said the reason why Daisy was implemented into Super Mario Brothers Wonder is because his daughters would always fight, over who would play Peach. Mm-hmm. And so he decided to add Daisy so that his two daughters wouldn't fight over it anymore.
Smart idea.
Yeah, smart.
Smart idea.
Yeah.
So we also got some new other power-ups shown. We've got the drill power-up where you go and drill, and you can drill into the ground and do some jumps and stuff. So this bubble power, which you can use to throw at enemies, trap them in bubbles, and kill them. Like dry bones, you normally can't kill without power-ups, so you can kill them with the bubble. You can also shoot 2 bubbles out and make them as platforms to help you jump.
Nice.
So it's cool. Like, it's just a lot of cool stuff you can do in this, and it's actually really interesting. And certain parts of the world you're going to, because it is your standard, your Mario, you run from this level, next, your Mario 3 kind of thing. Yeah. Now you'll go into the world, and it'll be an open world section where they've got like 4 or 5 different levels posted, and you can go in them to any order. And they have difficulties. It's a 1 out of 5 star level difficulty, 2 out of 5 stars. So if you don't want to do the 2 out of 5 star right away, you can do the easier levels and then come to it. Mm-hmm. And then you got the wonder seeds that you find in these levels, and like when you get to their sections, it warps the level, and you got to get the seed at the end to get the level back to normal to finish and stuff. It's really cool. Like, they're actually really doing some really creative things. This was a game I have pre-ordered. I've paid for it because I bought the Nintendo vouchers, came back earlier this year.
Nice.
I did that for Super Mario RPG.
Nice.
And that doing so saved me about 30 something Canadian. So it is a nice deal. If you're thinking of buying these games or some other games, check out the game vouchers if you're a Nintendo on the Switch. Cool. This game is actually something I'm really looking forward to. It just has the unfortunate thing of this comes out Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yes.
But there's still going to be a lot of buzz and a lot of people playing that day because not everyone's got a PS5. There's a heavy Nintendo fan base. But it's got me interested.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. So excited for that. Well, a game that's coming out now. It's out now, Burley, in early access. Starfield is now out. Starfield releases today in early access. So, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, so for those of you that got the Ultimate Edition, you can play now.
Yeah, or the Premium Edition as well, I think, as well. You can buy the Premium upgrade.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of the synopsis. This is from releases.com. Starfield marks the birth of a brand new universe for Bethesda Game Studios. Their first in over 25 years, and comes from the acclaimed creators of The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, and Fallout 4. This next-generation role-playing game propels you into the cosmos, where you have the freedom to create any character and explore with an unprecedented sense of liberation. Your epic journey to unravel humanity's greatest enigma awaits. Set in the year 2330, humanity has transcended the bounds of our solar system, colonizing new planets and embracing existence as a spacefaring civilization. In Starfield, you'll become a part of Constellation, the last cohort of space explorers on a quest for rare artifacts scattered across the galaxy. Your navigation through the vast and uncharted expanse of space is at the core of Bethesda Game Studios' most ambitious and expansive game yet. Explore, discover, and shape your own path in a universe filled with limitless possibilities. So it's out today for those of you who got the Ultimate Edition. For those like myself that have it on Game Pass, I have Game Pass Ultimate. Those of you like me can start playing it on September 6th. Burley, your thoughts? I know you have some stuff to talk about with the early access on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, great, people can play it. My thing is the whole day one on Game Pass for this game is not technically true unless you're shelving out more money. So like I see people go both ways on that, but it's like it's not technically day one on Game Pass if they're doing this paywall to play it day one. Like, great, I can't wait to play this game.
Yeah, me too.
I really can't, but I'm not spending for here. It'd be about probably with the tax about $40 just to play this game a few days early.
No,
and it's like with what's going on in my schedule and stuff, I don't have the time to just drop.
I have Game Pass Ultimate, so there's no reason for me to buy pay extra money to get it earlier. I mean, it's only 5 days earlier, so
yeah, like for me, because if I was to buy Starfield right out, it's $100 game, over $100.
Yeah,
if I was to buy it, I'd have to spend about 30 to 40% to play the game 5 days early.
Yeah,
now that's something. That's something I personally hate. This whole, oh, you didn't buy our one edition, you don't get to play early, sucker.
Yeah. I have to say about the video, images, the video that we're showing here, the gameplay. Who would be in the spacesuit? The guy in the spacesuit. Who would be dumb enough to just run at a guy? He's got a like a machine gun just pointed at you and just putting bullets through you. I mean, it's like you think the guy would run away instead of run at you. But anyway, I'm excited to play this. I don't know whether I should make a female character or a male character. I hate that. I get into this, this rut of what should I do, when it comes to character customization, in such a big game like this, because the character I'm going to be playing and using for hundreds of hours probably in this game. Yeah. So it's like, should I make a female captain, or like Janeway, name her Janeway or something, or be like
7 and 9, get yourself some Borg implants.
Exactly, yeah, or something like that, or like Captain Pike or something, like name myself Pike. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to name myself Todd Howard. I mean, but bless Todd Howard. I mean, he's truly been busy with this for a long time now, and so the everything's starting to pay off, and he was writing messages to the Starfield community on Reddit and all and stuff, and I mean, good on him. I mean, I'm glad that this game is coming out, and during the podcast episode we're going to be talking about the reviews. Which is an interesting story in itself. We'll be talking. And
I know we know Carl's going to go 20 minutes on that easy.
Oh yeah. So that's going to be interesting. So stay tuned for that as we talk about the reviews of Starfield. So
for the character creation, I'm leaving that up to my chat.
Oh really?
No, I do on stuff like this. I tend to leave a lot to them. I'll pick and put some of my own personality into it, but since they're going to be watching with me, I feel they should have some say in it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to me, I think if I was streaming this, I would, because I'm the one who's playing it, so I would make all of the customization decisions for myself, but my viewers, if they want me to go to a particular planet or if they want me to go to a particular area, yes, I'll do that. But I think when it comes to the character customization, because it's, I'm the one who's playing it, so that's just me, so yeah, excited, Burley, and maybe we could do a co-stream together on Starfield once, like we were talking before the episode. Once we get our ships and once we get our crews and everything all situated.
We spent a few hours and get things settled.
A few hours, probably at least about 100 hours before we
you know what I meant.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I would be excited to do that. With you, a collaboration stream and
same.
Go on some mission together or something with our crews, so that'd be good stuff. So Starfield releases today, early access. So those of you that did buy the Ultimate Edition, let us know in the comments what you think of it.
And anyone, the one that bought I think it was the Constellation Edition, let us know about the watch, because I am actually curious on that watch how the quality is on that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Alrighty. So yeah. Okay, so it's time for some programming notes now. So of course, The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, episode 144. So we have a new start time. So we talked about it at the beginning of the show for those of you coming in now. We're going live on Friday nights now for all of you out in the US and Canada. So weekly, we're going to be going live Fridays, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, starting today. So episode 144 will be recorded tonight for those of you out in the US and in Canada. So if you can join us, we'd really appreciate it. And we'd love to have you in the chat when we talk about Starfield and all the other things in episode 144. So yeah, so looking forward to the episode. Of course, Carl will be with us. It'll be the three of us together doing the show as usual. So really excited for that. And next up, of course, we're not only gaming related here on the Arena Productions, we also do entertainment and pop culture related videos. And our Star Wars show called Star Wars Republic, episode 3 of Star Wars Ahsoka, called Time to Fly. So I did our recap and review episode, so please go and check that out. It is now in the Star Wars Republic and the Ahsoka reviews playlists, so please go and check that out. And then next week, Burley, Star Trek, on our Star Trek Warp Factor 10 show, Star Trek Lower Decks. Season 4 begins next week on Thursday, so really excited for that. We have a really big community here for Star Trek Lower Decks, and we're really excited for season 4 to begin. And we're going to be bringing you recap and discussion episodes on each episode of Lower Decks. So we're really excited to bring that to you. So yeah, so I just love every season they use the original Star Trek film, backgrounds, this is kind of like the voyage home, for Star Trek 4, so Lower Decks 4, but it has nothing to do with the voyage home.
Oh, we better get whales in this season.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so season 3 was,
and the good old log with a disco ball attached to it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, please stay tuned for those episodes when we get them out, when each episode airs over on Paramount Plus. So that's going to be exciting to do. And then finally, we have a Patreon over at patreon.com/thearena productions. So you can go and check out our content that we do here, but it's ad-free. And we also have exclusive content over there. For example, our post shows that we do after the podcast episodes on Fridays. Those are exclusive to our patrons. We also do our extra takes that are here on the YouTube channel, which are also on our Patreon, and they are ad-free. So patrons get a lot of ad-free and exclusive content over on our Patreon. So please come and check it out and help support our content over there. Patreon.com/thearena productions. Yeah. So we got our Patreon. So lots of good stuff over there as well. And like we were saying at the beginning of the episode, we also here on the YouTube channel, we do have memberships if you would like to join that and support our content. We have Super Chat, Super Thanks, and Super Stickers that you can use while you're watching us record live for these episodes that we do, as well as the Friday podcast episodes we're going to be doing now on Friday nights. So thank you so much for all of your support. We really appreciate you watching our content here on the Arena Productions. Burley, any last words before we conclude this Friday edition so we can get some rest before we record tonight's episode?
So thank you to everyone that Dark Fairy that has come out, and anyone else that has been watching live, or if you've been watching on the video. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, I just have to say one thing, Burley. I just want to say one thing about Dark Fairy. I mean, Dark Fairy, she's awesome and all, but for me, expat, please don't say Mr. Expat. I mean, I work for a living, so yeah, you don't have to say Mr. You can say that for Burley because Burley's a gentleman, and so.
Yeah, I'm a gentleman, all right.
That's right. Yeah.
You haven't watched my content then.
Yeah. No, but anyway, we appreciate you, Dark Fairy, and thank you for coming in and watching our content here and and everywhere. So thank you so much. So go ahead, Burley. I'm sorry I cut you off there. Yeah.
It's all good, but if you do like the content, please hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button. It just really helps out with the algorithm. And if you've got some comments, please leave them. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah. But also, as I mentioned earlier in the episode, we do have super chats, super thanks. Yep. You get ways to support, as well as a membership here up on YouTube, where you get some emoticons you can use on these streams and other streams that you watch on YouTube. Just ways to support the content.
Yeah,
we really do appreciate it.
Yes. So that's going to do it. So thanks, Burley. And it's going to do it for the Friday edition of the Arena Productions Live. We will be back again on Monday. And like I said, the Arena Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast, episode 144 tonight. For those of you out in California in the Pacific Daylight Time Zone, 7 p.m. For those of you in New York or where Burley is out there in the Toronto area in Canada, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So anyway, thank you so much. We hope to catch you tonight for the Arena, a Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast. But until Monday for the Arena Productions Live, take care and have a great weekend. We hope to catch you on Monday. So take care, everyone. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.